Guys, so the bananas they fell yesterday, so actually the trunk broke and then I had to cut it out. I think we were on the right track because if you see here when we cut the flower, this was already facing down anyway, so we had to cut them down because it had fallen already. So next time we've learned our lesson that we have to give them support. Yes, and then that's just about it. So what I'm gonna do right now is I am gonna remove them. I am gonna remove the hands from here, as you can see, guys. So I think we have about 16 bananas per hand, an average of 16 bananas per hand. So what I'm gonna do right now is just to cut it out and then divide it and put it on a countertop, so they will ripen in the countertop, and then we will take it from there. So they're looking so good, they're looking great. I wouldn't complain about that. So this has been a great experience, and from now on it's a non-stop, guys. We're just gonna keep going up until we are able to grow as much bananas as we can. And then, if I'm not mistaken, these ones, the Sweet Williams, that's what I have in mind. This might be Sweet Williams because where I got the sucker from, I think they had Sweet Williams. So this might be the Sweet Williams. I might be mistaken from that. It might be the G9s. I'm not too sure about that, but the Sweet Williams, because the leaves of the banana, the leaves, they have a reddish color, which tells me they might be Sweet Williams. So for that, let's try to cut them up and see. Maybe I'm gonna divide this one bench to two. Some call this one a bench, some call it a rack. So what happens in bananas, you have hands and then you have fingers. So as you can see, this is called hand, and then these are fingers. So what you call banana is actually fingers. So the flowers here, we had to cut the flowers so that the energy could be focused on actually making sure to have good production of fruits, and then they can become bigger. And I'm not complaining about the size of them. I'm not complaining. They look very big, and I'm impressed. And then if you can take a look, I think some of them here, they were starting to change, turn yellow, and I think that might have been a sign, right? And then most of the leaves in the tree, they were drying up. Most of the leaves were drying up, which is also another sign that the bananas are ripe. And then as you can see, they're firmed up very well, which also is another sign. So I might be wrong, and I still see here to be corrected. I think the tree just fell at the right time. So what I'll do next time is that I'll make sure that first, once I see that the patch or the rack is getting bigger, I'm just going to give it support and ensure that it's breaking, no longer becomes an issue. That could lead me to harvesting bananas even before they have fully ripened. So let's go to the experience of all this, and I think in due time, we will have much more production. As you can see, this is the first mother plants which I grew, and then as you can see over there, this is the second generation, of which is the daughter of the one that we just cut. So this is coming right along, right? And it already has other suckers around. That one is also coming around, and if you look down there, we have quite more bananas over there. So if I can take you there, maybe you can focus on what we have there. I like these bananas. I think they're not dwarf, but I will find the right name for them because I think they are very amazing. If you look at them, they are different from the Sweet Williams. They are beautiful and they are local. I got this from a neighbor of mine, and then as far as I've seen the production of this one, I'm loving it. I'm loving the size. And if you come to the next one next to it, you can see that they are not too bad. The size for them is good. I think they are called Cavendish. I think I'm remembering right now. They might be called bananas. If I'm wrong, I'll come back and rectify that. You guys know. As you can see, I did like a nice style here. So as you can see, there's one over there. So these ones, as you can see them, there's over 3 here. They come from this one. And another thing that I've learned over growing these bananas, I thought I was gonna cut each and every sucker that grows from this, and they overtook me. So the tire now is now there and it's staying. I think after harvesting all these big ones, I'm just gonna uproot everything and put a new sucker there and start from scratch. As you can see, the bananas are finding ways to come up. Either way, they are finding ways to come up. Like this one is popping under the tire. The tire is doing damage to the main suckers, but so far so good. I'm not gonna really worry about that. I'm gonna let nature do what nature does best, of which it takes care of its own, and it always finds a way. So these bananas are gonna be the next. I think we're gonna be harvesting these ones in about let's say 2 months from now. Let's say 45 days from now, right? And I'm gonna take you through that experience. And there's a lot that's still gonna go on. And then over here, I'm trying to build something, which I'm growing some passion fruits, the purple kind. These are grenadillas. They're gonna be growing here. And then I'm gonna be taking you through that experience. They're gonna be wrapping over this carport, or you can cut carport, or it's a peculiar type of situation which I built here. And then also just right next, I've been experimenting and growing some seeds. As you can see over there are some seeds which are growing. I know you can't tell, but there's some nectarines there. And then over here we have a papaya. In the midst of all this, this is a mess, but we are growing things. And over here you can see papayas, and on your way to the bananas. So there's a row. There's like about 3 papayas here. Cape gooseberries, they didn't do so good, but they are still flowering. These are Cape gooseberries, and I think the worms were really munching on them more than we did. However, in due process, we're gonna share more, and I think next time we're gonna do better. And then I hope wherever you are gonna be growing, you are gonna be experimenting with growing, and just growing a lot of things for yourself, for your family. If you have access, then let's have fun. And I hope everybody enjoys their day. We are in Zululand, KwaZulu-Natal, deep in the city of heritage, and we are experimenting. There's a whole lot more to be done. There's a whole lot more to be seen, and I hope everybody enjoys their journey. If you are growing, if you're not started growing, I hope you find a way to motivate yourself to even start with one thing. It can be anything. It could be simple as spinach. It could be anything. I think there's an understanding that you will unlock in yourself once you see something growing, especially from seed. If you don't have the time, you can buy, seedlings. You can buy already propagated trees. You can buy grafted trees. If you live in a place where you don't have space, you can grow in containers. You can grow in tires. You can grow in a lot of things. I just want to motivate you to grow, and I would like to also take you with me in this experiment, in this adventure that I'm taking, in growing much more food for ourselves and for the community, for youth to make money in any other direction. I'd like for everybody to grow food, and for themselves to enjoy, teach your kids, because I think one of the biggest things that you can do for your kids is to teach them how to grow, so that they understand quite a lot. I think them as adults will make life will be much more happier for them if they start growing their own. And I hope everybody have their great day, and it's much love from Garden Zulu. The whole experiment, we will be taking through everything. We have chickens, 1 rabbit, and we're looking for more land to grow. Come through for the experience, and let's have fun. And you have a great day. Much love. Keep growing. Keep growing. Keep growing. I don't know, man. I'm happy. I'm happy with the progress. So let me take you to the patch which we just harvested. There's a patch of bananas which we've just harvested. Hold it over there. There's a patch. So bananas looking good, as you can see. Each hand is way big. Way big. Planted this one about, let's say, 13 months ago. The growth was in the slow side of things, because according to my knowledge, for Sweet Williams, it can take about 12 months to bear fruits, if you really go all in terms of fertilization and offering all the nutrients which are needed by the soil. So if I can take you just on the other side of where I am, this is the driveway. On the other side of here, we have quite a lot of things. So there's so many toads here, and then I asked my son to just sprinkle some salt, and then the leaves are, they got benched, I think, from the salt, which is taking care of itself. So these are jackfruit seedlings. I've been growing them for about, they're getting stronger now, so since I can lift it. So these are jackfruit seedlings. We're still looking for a space to put them, not in our land, not here where we are, but we are, as I told you, like we are going to find much more space where we can grow and make this practical dream of Garden Zulu reality. As you can see over there, we do have pickled peppers, which are sorry, not pickled peppers. We have pickled pears, which are a cactus family. We grow them from seed. We bought them when my daughter was born, and then even the same thing, I bought the seeds for this jackfruit when my daughter was born. So these are actually gonna be almost in the same age as her when they grow. So we have papayas over here, we have passion fruits, we also have lemons over there which we grew from seed. And then one of the good experiments that we tried is that dragon fruits over there. So we are also trying to propagate some dragon fruits. We do have some which are growing over there, and it's going to be a great journey, and I hope to take everybody with me. And let me show you how crazy it is. Just right next to it, there's a pack of seeds. I left them yesterday. Pack of seeds over here, and a lot of papaya seedlings over there growing. We have has avocados, we have peach trees, and we have speedy. Oh, how's Rufi over there? And quite a whole lot more things over here. So let's have fun, let's grow. It's gonna be an amazing journey, and let's try to grow for ourselves. Yeah, yeah. I want you to just, there's over, I think over 70 jackfruit trees. Yeah, over 20 lemon trees, and then maybe plus or minus 15 dragon fruits, maybe 40 dragon fruits. And then there's a lot more to be done, and a lot more that we are doing, because it's gonna be a very good journey for all of us. Thank you for being part of this, and I hope to see you next time.